Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Bills Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Collins, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. That's complete. It's Collins. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
A 2-yard
well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On play action, Allen. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a give here to Snell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for... And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Bills nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devin Bush. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
Complete to Alex Collins.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Going deep for Diggs. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Snell, the Steeler ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Diggs. The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Walker. Throw left side complete. That's Collins. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, Walker. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
49-yard line.
Got this down to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Walker buying time to his... Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Bills nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Roberts on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
At the 49-yard line.
Walker on first down. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And 2 at the Steelers.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Steelers 14, Bills nothing.
On second down, it's Collins. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 34. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, Walker. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Going deep for Diggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to, and I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
He's going to launch it for Washington, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 32-yard line. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. midfield. That's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
A 44-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. This is Freeman on first and 10. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Devontae Freeman. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Steelers 24, Bills nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which also...
And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Alex Collins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7.
Makes the score Steelers 24, Bills 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 43. On the handoff, it's Snell. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
180. 58. Come on. Let's go. 58. Come on. 58.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they're going to decline that and choose to bring up second down.
So did you feel like maybe this is just a mistake that they don't take the penalty
possibly
here? Either that or they feel like their defense just cannot be moved on very well, and they'd rather go ahead and use the downs.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Collins. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Allen off the play fake. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for John Brown. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking for the end zone. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Intended for Cole Beasley.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Now here's Johnson. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. Here comes Johnson on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler in 2019, in on the stop.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Collins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play. First down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside. That's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
At the 44-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give left side to Collins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And now they'll throw with Allen. It's caught. Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup. But you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, there you go. From red zone to red zone on that fumble return.
It's amazing how fast things can turn around, isn't it? I mean, it looks like one team's driving, got everything taken.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
Complete to number 19.
Juju Smith-Schuster, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
The kick is
And
good.
it's up and good.
Makes the score Steelers 31, Bills 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Collins. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Steelers.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
A 42-yard attempt.
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wind to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
31.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Walker. Quick slant to Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
That's good.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Ball carrier.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know
for them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
That's the reason we fall for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Going top. He's got a man. Complete. 30, 20, 10, 5. And down inside the 10 at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown, Bills.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
He's brought down at the 30.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And he rifles one incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Snell on the shotgun handoff. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Walker now off the play fake. And this one complete to Smith. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the 27-yard line.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Out of the gun, this is Collins. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Operating from the gun. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
The keeper. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Pittsburgh, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.